where the oak trees whisper low under that vast unending sky. We carved our names years ago on the creek bank where old lovers lie. Your scarf, it danced a wild free tune beneath the porch light's gentle sway. Our shadows cast by the silver moon promised forever, then you slipped away. Lonely fire, shut the door on this heart that knows your name. The wind's a cruel storyteller, fanning old flames, calling your name. Every ember's just a memory glowing neath the ash of yore. Carry me back or let me be. Lonely fire, shut the door. Now the saddle's worn, the trails are fading, gravel roads don't sound the same. The cabin's empty, the laughter's jaded. Echoes of you I still claim. Where once we roamed, the wild unkempt now stands a quiet, lonesome view. A landscape change, just faint imprints of a love that once I knew. Lonely fire, shut the door on this heart that knows your name. The wind's a cruel storyteller, fanning old flames, calling your name. Every ember's just a memory glowing neath the ash of yore. Carry me back or let me be. Lonely fire, shut the door. So here I stand in the whispering rain, asking the sky what remains. For the dust to settle, for the pain to wane, for the sun to rise and dispel this chain. Lonely fire, shut the door. Let the shadows claim the floor. If love's a tale of before, then let silence speak forevermore. Yes, lonely fire, shut the door. Leave me be to wander the core of a heart that beats, a heart that tore. Lonely fire, shut the door. Close the past, let the embers die underneath that sprawling starlit sky. Out where the oaks cast long shadows at dusk in a town too small to claim, she laughed under the porch light flickering rust as the prairie sang her name. We danced past the midnight while the coyotes cried, their scarf catching the moon's soft sides. But the dawn came a-riding hard from the east, and that long ride closed her eyes. Now the wind whispers low through the saddle I bear, and the cabins creak with old desires. Every gravel road a memory, every sunset a tear, since that long ride closed her eyes. Years have their way of changing a man. The trails once bright, now gray. That porch stands quiet, no more laughs in the span, only silence holds sway. The dust settles thick where her boots left a trace, echoes of laughter, the ghost of her grace. Rain falls like mercy on this heart that won't dry, since that long ride closed her eyes. Now the wind whispers low through the saddle I bear, and the cabins creak with old desire. Every gravel road a memory, every sunset a tear, since that long ride closed her eyes. Underneath nearby. A whisper of love that never dies, just circles round the truth that ties. So here's to the roads both taken and not, to the loves we hold tight in our thoughts. May the dust always dance where the old oak lies, since that long ride closed her eyes. Since that long ride closed her eyes. Out here where the wind whispers through the oak, stands an old ranch, its heart long ago broke. An empty porch swing rocks in the silent breeze, echoes of laughter lost on dusty seas. I recall her scarf red against the winter's gray, dancing like wildfire, then it slipped away. Ain't nothing left now but the shadows and the stains. This ranch remembers, cradles all my loves and pain. Oh, these hills recall her steps beside the stream, underneath the sunset's dying golden gleam. Every stone and creek, every wildflower scent, whispers of a love time can't ever mend. Years rolled like thunder, took the young man I was, left a trail of memories wrapped up in what once. Gone are the hoofbeats that raced the gravel road, only echoes in the barn where we once shared a load. The saddle hangs idle on a dusty forgotten wall, her picture a faded sentinel, a silent mournful call. No more laughter in the corridors, no boots upon the floor, just a lone cowboy wandering as the winds of sorrow roar. Oh, these hills recall her steps beside the stream, underneath the sunset's dying golden gleam. Every stone and creek, every wildflower scent, whispers of a love time can't ever mend. Sometimes I feel the rains trying to wash my soul, clear away the footprints, make the broken whole. Yet every storm that passes leaves her deeper in my mind, an anchor in the currents of what I've left behind. So this ranch holds her secrets like the oak cradles the wind. In the quiet I hear heartbeats from a world that might have been. Forgive me, my dear, as I turn to face the dawn. A cowboy rides the morning light, forever moving on. Yet this abandoned ranch remembers, under stars that never fade, the love that lived and died here in the silence that we made. the shadow of Lonesome Hill, 'neath the ancient oak's embrace, where the wind whispers secrets through the leaves' gentle trace. We carved our names young and wild in bark so old and gray, under skies of endless blue, where time just slipped away. Her laughter echoed softly over fields of golden grain, a melody of joy once sung, now a silent haunting refrain. And Lonesome Hill stood still as the world moved on beneath. The sunset bled like my heart when I found she'd left with the breeze. Old saddlebags and dusty trails, my companion since she's gone. On Lonesome Hill I stand alone by the oak where we belong. The cabin by the creek now wears a coat of dust and despair. Windows like the vacant eyes of a love that's no longer there. The porch where we dance 'neath lanterns light now creaks under my weight. With every step a memory falls like leaves to fate's cruel slate. Rain washes old scars, the past we walked turned to mud. Her scarf still hangs on the hook untouched, a relic of our love. And Lonesome Hill stood still as the world moved on beneath. The sunset bled like my heart when I found she'd left with the breeze. Old saddlebags and dusty trails, my companion since she's gone. On Lonesome Hill I stand alone by the oak where we belong. Now the stars above Lonesome Hill, they judge in silent gaze, pointing to the paths I've shunned since those halcyon days, where the echoes of our laughter and the shadow of her smile guide me like a ghostly light lost between the miles. Lonesome Hill stands still, a monument to dreams we wove in the tapestry of a starlit sky and the lands we used to rove. The oak tree bears the weight of time as my heart bears the cost of loving one who's gone away, and mourning what I've lost. On Lonesome Hill I'll return till my days on earth are still a cowboy, a memory, a shadow where Lonesome Hill stood still. There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. The scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming around, but it's just echoes of silence. In the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit
spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flare where eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night I feel her close yet so far, a silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong. But every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. And her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound. I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down. Out where the oak trees shadow the dusty road, I met her laugh under the gold of a setting sun. The breeze carried tales from those weathered stones of her eyes, like the wild creeks where dreams would run. But her laugh said nothing of the coming night, no whisper of winters, no trace of the frost. Underneath the starlight where our hands felt right, her laugh said nothing when everything was lost. We traded promises on the old porch swing, scarves that smelled of pine, tales of springs to come. One morning the saddle lay cold, no echo in her steps, left a cabin empty as the prayers I'd hung. Her laugh said nothing of the empty rooms, no hint of the dust that would settle our dreams. Where once her warmth bloomed through the glooms, now just shadows play where our laughter had been. Now I wander these trails, gravel underfoot, each stone of memory, sharp as the day. As the sunset bleeds over land she once stood, I know part of me was lost, part forever will stay. Her laugh said nothing and the silence grew, a canyon deep where my echoes fall. In the tender quiet I still look for her hue,
Her laugh said nothing, and yet it took all. In the whispers of the wind, I still call her name. Her laugh said nothing, still I loved her just the same.
Out where the creek bends, under the shade of old leaves, we carved our names in that oak tree, whispering dreams. The wind sang through the branches, a melody so sweet, on that weathered old porch where our hearts would meet. But now that oak tree's the last one standing tall, my shadow's the only one that dances at nightfall. Every leaf that falls is a memory, a moment lost in time, under the oak tree left behind, under the twilight side. Years roll like the tumbleweeds across these plains. Your scarf still hangs on the corner of my worn out frame. The cabin's empty, echoes with the laughter we once knew. Gravel roads keep leading back, but they don't lead to you. Yes, that oak tree's the last one standing tall, my shadow's the only one that sways when cold winds call. Each whispering leaf a tale of yesterday confined, beneath the oak tree left behind, beneath the dreams denied. Oh, how the sunsets bleed their colors, trying to repaint all our yesterdays, but some hues they just fade. And as the stars peek from the vast forgiving sky, the night knows the truth, that some loves never die. So here stands the oak tree, the only witness to my plight, holding on to each memory as I ride through the night. And maybe all that's left is the echo of your smile entwined with the whispers of the oak tree left behind. Yes, the heartache of the oak tree left behind. Out where the oak trees whisper secrets of old, in a land where my heart's tales were never told, by the creek where we laughed under moon's soft glow, your shadow dances on the water's murky flow. That old wooden porch, we'd sway slow in the breeze, now creaks neath my boot, alone with my pleas. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert where your sweet scent lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghost shivered through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. Years rolled like the thunder across these wide plains, since the rain washed away all but our loves remain. Your scarf in my pocket, a fragment so frail, on the trail we once walked, now just a faded trail. The cabin sits empty like the hollows of my soul, each corner filled with memories I can't control. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert where your sweet scent lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghost shivered through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. Silence between each dust-kicked stride, to the stars that keep secrets of the tears that I've cried, as night drapes the prairie in a blanket so wide. Your ghost finds me here in the shadows I hide. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert. Now only your scent lingers beneath the infinite skies where old dreams come to die. I whisper your name with a lone heartfelt sigh. Oh, ghost shiver through the sunsets, here I'll abide on the gravel roads bend forever, you and I. Under the morning sky, my boots stir the dust of old, where the oak tree shadows fell long and secrets softly told. I once carved hearts on that bark where the wild rivers bend, her laughter tangled in the breeze, a melody without end. Oh, the morning sky called my name, and whispers of the past, wrapped in sorrow's frame. Every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear, gone like smoke in the wild open air. The cabin's empty, swallowed by the creeping vines of time. Gravel roads lead to nowhere, to the echoes of the chime. That old porch still groans under the weight of ghostly feet, dancing shadows, faded trails where our hearts would meet. Oh, the morning sky called my name, and whispers of the past, wrapped in sorrow's frame. Every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear, gone like smoke in the wild open air. By the riverside, the stones hold the warmth, the sun's gone by. I touch the earth, feel her pulse beneath the expansive sky. A part of me lies buried in lands where we once roamed, forever wandering the plains I called home. Oh, the morning sky calls again as I tread this lonesome game each step away from yesteryears, where she called my name. In the quiet of the night, under stars cold and bare, her memory rides beside me, a silent prayer. Underneath that ancient oak, where whispers cling to shadows, there's a house with peeling paint and a porch that's seen the gallows. She'd sway in that old hammock, scarf catching the breeze. Every sunset painted her smile, now it's just me and these memories. Porch closed her eyes, the world grew old and gray. Her laughter's just an echo in the winds that drift away. Where once we carved our names in wood, now only time resides. On that porch where dreams like rivers flowed tonight, it closed its eyes. Those gravel roads we wandered, now overgrown and less traveled. Our cabin's heart is silent, the door unhinged and unraveled. The saddle rests untouched by dawn, the stirrups lay in rust. Since the day the whispers in the oak said, leave you must. Porch closed her eyes, the world grew old and gray. Her laughter's just an echo in the winds that drift away. Where once we carved our names in wood, now only time resides. On that porch where dreams like rivers flow tonight, it closed its eyes. Oh, the dust ain't just on the road, it settled in my soul. Every storm that tried to cleanse me just left a deeper hole. But those storms, they bring the rain, and the rain will end the drought. Maybe water will erase the marks of all we wrote about. Porch closed her eyes, now I roam through endless skies. Her ghost a fleeting shadow beneath the moon's watchful eyes. Where once our love was bold and free, now the night just softly sighs. On that porch where we dared to dream forever, closed her eyes. With each note strummed and each word sung, the lonesome breeze carries away a piece of the past, mixing the dust and memories into the sunset, leaving the heart yearning for a time when the porch was still alive, with a sound of laughter and love. Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers to me, you and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side, where you swore to stay right by my side. But boots stays under that endless sky in the dust where the old paths lie, and I hear your laugh in the wind soft cries while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boot stays, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch swings empty like the heart in my chest. Saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane, each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, boot stays under that stormy sky in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain soft sigh while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Boot stays, but you're not here today, just shadows in the silver of the sun's old rays. So I roam these lands, drift through this life, a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no matter how far these old roads bend, it's to your memory my heart will tend. Boot stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promise we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray, neath the haunted moon where the night birds pray. Boot stays as I walk alone in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache and whispered memories in the quiet air. Cottonwoods lie low, I found her neath the heavens' amber glow. Our hearts carved in the old oak by the stream, where whispers of our dreams flowed like a beam. The porch creaked under quiet secret games in that lost town. The sunset called my name. Oh, the bleeding sky, how it knew my plight, each crimson streak a memory in flight. Lonely paths where my scarred boots have roamed, in the dying light where my heart called home. But shadows stretching, only I'm to blame. Under that sky, the sunset called my name. Years wore down the trail to her front door, gravel roads don't lead me back no more. Her scarf still fragrant with yesterday's rain, left behind on the saddle my refrain. The whispering winds, they don't sound the same since from my grasp her warmth did fade and wane. Oh, the bleeding sky, how it knew my plight, each crimson streak a memory in flight. Lonely paths where my scarred boots have roamed, in the dying light where my heart called home. But shadows stretching, only I'm to blame. Under that sky, the sunset called my name. And now each night as stars begin their dance, I wonder if there's still a ghost of a chance to rewrite the tales penned by dust and time, to clear the rust and climb back in her prime. But the night is vast and the chill lays claim on the heart of a cowboy, wild and untamed. Yes, the bleeding sky, it once knew my plight, its colors dim as I turn from the light. The road stretches long, my regrets I tame, echoes linger where the sunset called my name.
the stillness, her laugh softly fades to low with the sunset's call, a whisper evermore.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild blue bonnets grow, I first saw her silhouette in the glow of a fading gold. We carved our dreams in the bar, a promise soft and profound. Now nothing but silent whispers and unspoken words tied down. Oh, how the winds carry her laughter across the barren plains, the duster's memories under skies that promise rain. Each sunset bleeds like the love that we found, lost in echoes of what was, those unspoken words tied down. Years stretch like the gravel roads that went through quiet towns. The porch still creaks, the door still moans in a cabin weathered and brown. Her scarf still hangs on the oak, her shadow nowhere to be found. Just a rider and his lonesome heart, with a past too tightly wound. Oh, how the winds carry her laughter across the barren plains, the duster's memories under skies that promise rain. Each sunset bleeds like the love that we found, lost in echoes of what was, those unspoken words tied down. With a heart that refuses to mend, take these unspoken words, let them fade where they may tend. For every sunset knows the tears I've drowned in the silence of the plains, with my unspoken words tied down. Yeah, the silence of the plains keeps my unspoken words tied down. In the gray dawn, by the oak tree's shade, where the cold morning sank into my bones, I traced your name once in the frozen earth, beneath where our whispered dreams had flown. Old porch creaked like it shared my heart's ache, echoing footsteps where you danced in grace. The wind soft moaned through the cabin's crack, plays an old remembrance I can't erase. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh and the still tall. My heart's tied to the dust, where the sunsets bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. A turned up collar against the stinging rain. Your scarf still fragrant, lost its warmth long ago. I wander through these ghostly empty rooms, where echoes paint your shadow in soft, mournful tones. The saddle sits unused, the leather cracked, like the lines now deeply etched upon my face. You step away from you through time's harsh track, leaves me a wander in our lost embrace. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh and the gravel road's still tall. My heart's tied to the dust, where the sunsets bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. I've held the prairie's endless gaze, its whispering embrace. It tells me you're still out there in the wild's timeless grace. Maybe these old boots, worn and frayed, will bring me back someday to where the oak tree shadows lay and all my hopes decay. So I'll sit here with the silence where you once walked. Let the shadows keep your laughter and the gravel roads we talked. My heart's tied to the dust, where our sunsets used to fade. Beneath cold morning's echo, where my weary head is laid. Oh, under these endless skies I find no release, but in every whispered wind there's a piece of your peace. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild orchids bloom, I first saw her smile 'neath that old harvest moon. The porch creaked its tail as we danced slowly by, her scarf in the breeze, a whisper of July. Oh, where the ghost sleeps in the heart of the night, where dreams are mere whispers of a long lost fight. The wind carries sorrow where our memories weave in the dust of the trails is where the ghost sleeps. Now the cabin stands empty, where laughter once reigned, and the gravel roads faded, where we once danced in the rain. The saddle's unworn, the bridle hangs loose, her absence a shadow, a quiet recluse. Oh, where the ghost sleeps in the heart of the night, where dreams are mere whispers of a long lost fight. The wind carries sorrow where our memories weave in the dust of the trails is where the ghost sleeps. Under the endless sky, I roam without rest. In the still of the desert, I'm put to the test to find her in starlight or in the sunrise gold. But it's just the echo of the love we once told. So I follow the sunset where the old river bends. It's there I feel closest to both family and friends. Though the ghost may sleep deeply where the cold shadows creep, in my heart she awakens. In dreams we still meet. Yes, the dust of the trails is where the ghost sleeps.
Out where the cedar shadows lay, by the rusted gate on Fiddler's Bay, I remember her scarf red against the gray, and the promise we made at the break of day. Her laughter tangled in the wild oak breeze, while our dreams soared high like the birds and bees. Front porch creaks under moonlit teas, now nothing but silence and falling leaves. Oh, that rusted gate said nothing as my heart spoke all out loud and clear, where the wind whispers secrets of the love we were betting. Now just echoes of you disappearing with the deer. Years worn down like the old town road, gravel turned to dust where we once strode. That old log cabin, our love's abode, now empty, just the echo of the stories it holds. The rains came through, washed away the traces of tender touches and cherished places. Yet under the oak, where time embraces, I still see us dancing, lost in love's graces. Oh, that rusted gate said nothing as my heart spoke all out loud and clear, where the wind whispers secrets of the love we were betting. Now just echoes of you disappearing with the deer. So here I stand where the wild thyme grows, on the pathless walk where the river knows. I've ridden under sunsets through highs and lows, but your shadow beside me, endless as it goes. Yes, that rusted gate says nothing, and I'm still speaking to the stars so near. In the silence, your memory softly clutching to the heart of a cowboy who can't let go of the fear, where the rusted gate stands solemn
and the night draws near. I'm the echo of a love song, fading but always dear.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, there's a rusted gate, swing slow, creak slow. Underneath its arch we carved our names in the bark, now just ghostly letters faint stark. By the old porch side where the evening sun dips wide, your scarf still dances on the line like the day you cried. Oh my love, these plains know my size, echo across valleys where the lone whippoorwill cries. Rusted gate tied down, no more wandering free, like my heart lost to you under that old oak tree. Time rustled through like the wind through the chimes, turned our laughter to whispers, our summers to rhymes. Where once stood an altar, now only shadows play, and the cabin we dreamed in swallowed by decay. Down the gravel road past the fading trails play, rides the ghost of me and you, where we used to be. Oh my love, these plains know my size, echo across valleys where the lone whippoorwill cries. Rusted gate tied down, no more wandering free, like my heart lost to you under that old oak tree. And I've worn this saddle, felt the rain's relentless frown, each droplet a memory cascading down. In the silence between each drop, your laughter I find a haunting melody to which my soul's resigned. Oh my love, these plains know my size, echo across valleys where the lone whippoorwill cries. Rusted gate tied down, no more wandering free, but oh my heart's still lost, still roaming wild, still not free. Underneath that oak I lull a silent decree, in the rusted echoes forever you and me. The lights are dim, the vows are done. He's the one, I'm the once was one. I saw your smile in every frame, but none of them ever spoke my name. I heard you moved to that quiet town with picket fences slowing down. You got the peace you said you craved, while I kept driving highway graves. Are you happy now? Is the silence sweet? Is the sky still proud? Do the mornings greet you like he should? Do you sleep better than I ever could? I ain't asking to come back round, just wondering, are you happy now? I still see you in grocery aisles, in rainy songs and crooked smiles. They said you bloom when I let go, but I still miss the girl I used to know. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, I just rewind to what we had and wonder if he knows your laugh, the one that hit like thunder splash. Are you happy now? Does his hand fit yours like mine allow? Does he hold you when the storm runs loud? Or fake the calm when the winds get wild? You ain't mine, and that's the vow. But tell me, love, are you happy now? If someday you read these lines, know I loved you with no disguise. I let you go without a fight, but not without a piece of light. Are you happy now? That dream you chased, did it turn out? If you're dancing while I break down, then I guess I did right somehow. I'll fade away, won't ask you how, just answer me. Are you happy now? In the shadow of the oak by the rusted rail, where the scarves of lovers fluttered like a veil, your laughter carved canyons deep in my soul. Now it's just whispers where the cold winds blow. Beneath the porch where our initials are rolled, that old wooden swing, now silent and cold. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, through ghost towns and memories that won't fade away. Your echo lives in the clapboard homes, in the twilight's embrace where I roam alone. Every sunset dips in a sorrow so bold. In the night, my love, your ghost turned cold. Cabin stands empty on Whispering Pine Road, windows like eyes, hollow and old. The hearth where we warmed is now filled with dust. Our dreams like the fire succumb to rust. The saddle hangs heavy where the stories were told by a dusty old cowboy, his heart bought and sold. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, through ghost towns and memories that won't fade away. Your echo lives in the clapboard homes, in the twilight's embrace where I roam alone. Every sunset dips in a sorrow so bold. In the night, my love, your ghost turned cold. From the creek's gentle murmur to the rain on the roof, each drop a symphony of the truth. Love's not just the laughter under clear blue skies, but the tears we shed, darling, and our goodbyes. These hills under stars, silver and old, seeking solace where my memories unfold. In the lands of the lost, beneath skies so vast, I'll whisper your name to the winds that pass. Forgive me, my dear, for the tales I've told, where the night holds your warmth before it turns cold. Every sunset dips in a sorrow so bold. In the night, my love, your ghost turned cold. In the night, my love, your ghost turned cold.
I recall her laughter woven deep as the creek serenade. Beneath an oak our initials are still carved, but like whispered dreams in wind they're slowly starved. Dusty boots beside her porch, we dance to cricket songs. Every sunset painted gold where my heart belongs. Oh, but when that dandelion field sank low, underneath the weight of winter snow, all our yesterdays they spin and twirl, gone with the wind, leaving just the echo of a girl and a love that thin. Now the cabins stand abandoned to the ghosts. Gravel roads once tread by us now host only my remorse. The scarf she left, it's threadbare but scented still, like the rain that knew our whispers and the chill. The saddle's worn, the trails are overgrown. In this lonesome life the winds have cold have blown. Oh, but when that dandelion field sank low, underneath the weight of winter snow, all our yesterdays they spin and twirl, gone with the wind, leaving just the echo of a girl and a love that thin. And I wander through the whispers of the past, each memory a shadow that the twilight casts, an empty sky, a heart unbound. In the silence, her absence is the only sound. So when that dandelion field sank low, beneath the stars that no longer glow, I walk alone where dreams once danced in her sweet embrace, and all that's left is the quiet space where love left a trace. Oh, and all that's left is the quiet space where love left a trace.